Well, we like to start every show with something we call Talk of the Town. And today our Talk of the Town is all about the election. So we are hoping to be joined by a special guest for this segment. Do we have him? All right, we do have him. Our special guest is Secretary of State Michael Adams. Welcome, Mr. Secretary. Hello there.
Michael.
Hey there.
Hi, we're so glad to have you with us. Congratulations on your win last night.
Thanks. It was an early night for me for once. It was great.
You know, last night, a lot of people were watching this. I saw lots of national coverage, and many people were calling this a litmus test because you were running against a lot of folks who were playing into maybe some conspiracy theories about election denial. And you came on through like by a lot, by more than 60%. So that's a huge, huge deal. Can you speak a little bit to the importance of making sure people understand we have election integrity?
Yeah, that's my job, and I've done that job, and I'm the first Republican Secretary of State to have a closed primary since 2020, so the stars were kind of aligned against me, but I went up there and told the truth. I defended our county clerks and our poll workers. I explained that we've implemented photo ID to vote, we've cleaned up the voter rolls, all good things, but we also have expanded voter access. We got to let everybody vote that legally is entitled to vote. And we're the only state that's moved in that direction since 2020, the only red state that has done that. And so it was great that I was able to convince Republican legislators to expand access to the polls. And now all those decisions that we made have been ratified by Kentucky Republican voters.
That's amazing. Kim actually wanted to tell you something about that.
I wanted to thank you for helping my dad.
Yeah.
Your office was so instrumental in helping my father. His driver's license did not match the his current address. And because of your office, because of your people, I was talked through the process, and it was so easy for me to understand, and we were able to take care of everything, and he got to vote.
Oh, I'm really glad to hear that. We need every vote we can get.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Michael, I have a question for you too.
Yeah.
So moving forward, what are your plans moving forward from here?
Well, I haven't been reelected yet. I got another race in November. I'm going to work really hard to, of course, keep Republicans behind me, but also reach out across the political divide to people who aren't Republicans. Republicans are 46% of our registered voters, which is a lead, but they're a plurality. And that means if all I get is Republicans, I'm going to lose. And that's true for every Republican on the ballot. We have to reach across the divide, across the polarization to people who aren't like us. People who are Democrats and independents, and so I'm going to focus on doing that.
Very good.
I think that's so great to hear that you're reaching across the political divide.
Yes,
Voting is very, very important for Republicans, Democrats, independents, for everyone, and just being able to have that right. So really appreciate you saying that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, you know, independents are the fastest growing voter bloc in Kentucky. It actually is not Republicans. They're growing, but it's the independents, the people that don't belong to a party. And we disenfranchised them yesterday because they don't get to vote in primaries, unfortunately. It's really important that we get them engaged, and they're the decision makers ultimately on who wins and loses because they're 10% in the middle, and they can flip every race themselves. So I think whoever wins every top office in November is going to be who won the independents.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Secretary of State Michael Adams, and thanks so much for the great work that you're doing in the office, the great bipartisan work that you're doing in the office. We really appreciate it.
My pleasure. An honor to serve. Thanks so much.
Thank you.